Gusto mong mag-book ng travel package pero hindi ka sure kung legit or scam? Well, tama ang napili mong papanoorin video. We will talk about the top 5 online travel scam red flags and how you can avoid them. Good day from FBB TV. Welcome again to Sulit Dream Destinations. I'm Brian Listigoy and I'm a travel entrepreneur. I go to domestic and international dream destinations and also to the roads that are less traveled, and I make travel videos about them to show you how to make your own trip to your dream destinations Sulit. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and also like our other social media accounts in the description below. So we will talk about the top 5 online travel scam red flags and how you can avoid them. Fly-by-night. There are a lot of Facebook page or Facebook travel agencies nowadays. There are legits and there are also those that are scams. So how do you spot sino ang legit versus the one that are most likely to be a scam? Check the date when the Facebook page was created. Facebook now has a feature that's called page transparency. You can click on that and view when was the Facebook page created. Most likely, if that page or that travel agency was designed to scam people, most likely that Facebook page or that travel agency could have just been created months ago, few days ago, few weeks ago. So you have to check that out. Number of likes. That's also a good factor or an indicator of the legitimacy of a page. Though we're not saying that if the page have 20 likes, 50 likes, 100 likes, hindi na sila legit. What we're saying is, if the page was newly created and the likes are too few, we strongly suggest that you select and look for other travel agencies. Quality of posts. You also need to check the quality of posts, kung ano yung mga pinopost ng travel agency na to. You have to check the ads, how professionally they were made. If they were just made using pic collage creator, etc., then I don't think they are in for a professional or a legitimate travel agency. Also look for the frequency of posts. Kung gaano kadalas sila maglagay or maglabas ng mga posts nila about their travel packages, because doon mo makikita how interactive they are with their clients or with their audiences. Also check if they have a website. Though it is not a critical measure if that travel agency is legit, they don't have a website, but having a website is a plus. Because number one, if your intention is to scam people, you would no longer invest in paying for a domain of a beautifully created website. But if you have a website, that travel agency that you are trying to transact with most likely have a very high credibility and legitimacy factor, because maintaining a website and designing a website to look very professionally as a travel agency needs or requires a lot of money. So if that travel agency you are trying to transact with or make a booking with has a website, that's a very big plus. And of course, always ask for their business documents. Number one, of course, is either DTI or SEC. DTI, if the travel agency or the business was registered as a sole proprietor business, or SEC, if the business was created as a corporation. Aside from those two, you also have to need to ask for the mayor's permit and the travel agency's certificate of registration coming from the BIR. Once you have all of those, that travel agency is generally a legitimate travel agency. Number 2, doubtful travel agent personalities. As much as possible, always transact with the official account of the travel agency you are trying to transact with. Marami kasi dyan na nananamantala and they pretend to be working for that travel agency even they are not connected in any way with that travel agency. So always make sure that you are transacting with the official account only. If it is unavoidable that you need to talk or transact with a specific person that is claiming to be working for the travel agency or owns a travel agency, well, maybe number 1, the first thing you need to do is to check and find out the designation of that person. Ask for contact details as much as possible. If they have a landline, that will be great, because a landline is another factor to prove that the travel agency could possibly have an office or is in a physical location because they have a landline. Ask for their email address. It's also a plus if the email address of that travel agency uses a domain name of their travel agency. For example, this is our email address, and that is a sign that the travel agency is a legitimate travel agency. And also ask for their location. If they can be pinpointed on Google Maps, much better, so that if ever anything happens, you can find them easily wherever they are. Number 3, too good to be true. Generally speaking, if the price is too good to be true, then it's too good to be true. We've already heard this a lot. Kaming beses na natin narinig yan sa mga kakilala natin, kaibigan natin, kamag-anak natin, and still we fall for the same trap. Again, if the price is too good to be true, then it's too good to be true. Ask for the fine print of the inclusions. Ano-ano yung mga kasama ng travel package na kukunin mo. Because a lot of times, people are enticed to get the travel package because the price is very low. But in reality, if you check the inclusions of the travel package you are going to avail, there are a lot of hidden charges. And in the end, if you add the travel package you got plus the hidden charges that are of course not indicated in that package, you might end up paying more than if you opted to go with another legitimate travel agency who might have given you a higher price, but absolutely everything is already included. Because some agencies make a marketing strategy of making a package look cheap, and if you miss to read the fine print of the package, you're done. You've already paid for it. Number 4, eager to get their payment. Legitimate travel agencies have a specific down payment required for every travel package. For example, if you get an all-in package, when we say all-in, that includes the airfare, the hotel accommodation, the airport transfers, and the tours itself. Normally, travel agencies needs to book for the flight and to make a hotel reservation. So based on their computation, there's already a specific amount that needs to be paid and settled for your travel package to be booked and reserved. However, those other agencies whose aim is to scam people doesn't mind about that. All they want to do is to ask money from you, and if you bite in and give them money as a payment, even if that amount doesn't correspond to the amount of the ticket that needs to be paid and the hotel reservation that needs to be paid. So that's a very big red flag. Another factor is if the travel agency you're talking to has flexible payments. Like, for example, sir, ma'am, pwede po ba na 30% po muna ang down ko? And if they agree to that, yes, of course, pwede, etc., etc. And that's a major red flag, because how can they pay for the airfare, which in most of the time is the biggest chunk of money in a travel package, if they're only going to require 30%? I hope you get what I mean. Number 5, payment options. Ask for multiple payment options. As much as possible, only transact with bank accounts. It is a very big plus if the travel agency has a business account with that bank. Napakahirap kumuha ng business account. And if they did that and they acquired a business account with a bank, then they are legit. In some instances, that a bank is very far from you and your only other option is to pay via remittance, we strongly suggest to ask for a valid government ID from the person who will be receiving the remittance that you will be sending. In that way, you have a proof of the person, if he is real or not, and you can avoid being scammed by these people online. So there, I hope you learned a lot from top 5 online travel scam red flags, and we do hope that no one amongst you who have watched this video will be scammed again by these fly-by-night online travel agencies. Again, this is Brian of SDD TV, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our other social media accounts in the description below. So let's wrap it up and see you on the next dream destination.